So Eightsome doubles, this is a popular variation of the normal Eightsome reel. And this can be done at any reeling event where the Eightsome is on the dance card. Of course, it's important to know how the normal Eightsome goes, and you can learn that via our website here. And just remember, the main difference with the normal Eightsome is that this time you always double up when you go into the middle. So the starting lineup is exactly the same as for the Eightsome reel. 4 couples in the shape of a square, as shown. And the dance begins in exactly the same way as the normal Eightsome as well. So we've sped this up, it should all be familiar. But we'll slow it down just as lady number 1 takes her place in the middle, because she always doubles up with the lady opposite lady number 3. And they begin with a tullock turn, right arms to start, and they switch to left arms to come back. And then, just like the Eightsome, they are going to set first with their partner. But then a difference, they're going to look for the next man round on the same side, okay? And shown here with a blue arrow, they actually walk past a stationary lady to set with this man, set, clap and turn, and then a figure of 8 with the same 2 men. And then those 2 ladies are back in the middle for a tullock turn. This time they start with a left arm tullock turn, switching to a right, so that they come out of this facing their next target. This is the man next to their partner, just like the Eightsome. With the man next to their partner, they set, clap and turn, and then the next man round on the same side, shown here with a blue arrow. Set with him, and that's a figure of 8. And you see how these figure of 8s are completely independent and there's no risk of collision. That's why we do it this way. That's it for ladies 1 and 3. And next in would be ladies 2 and 4, who'll dance with exactly the same routine and pattern. And a footnote here is, of course, that ladies 1 and 3 will come back in the middle again before they finally hand over to the last ladies 2 and 4 for a second time. Everyone gets to dance twice as much. That's one of the great things about the dance. The guidelines for the men are very similar, you'll be pleased to hear. Let's take men 2 and 4, for example. They come in, they set, hands high, big clap and a right arm turn. And with the gentlemen, there's a lot of whooping and cheering. It's going to be quite a spectacle. And they set with their partners. And then they go to the next lady round on the same side. So it's the same pattern. They're going to set, clap and turn with her. Figure of 8, reel of 3. And then they are back in the middle. And exactly the same. Set, hands high, big clap, but then this time a left arm turn, so that they come out of this facing the lady next to their partner, just like the normal Eightsome. And then the next lady round on the same side, shown with the arrow here. They always walk past that stationary man. And it's a reel of 3 with those 2 ladies. Okay, so I hope you can see there's a lot in common there between the ladies and the gents. They've retired, in would come the next 2 men. That's looking good. I think we're ready to watch the whole dance in full.